What is up, everybody? It's your boy Corn. Welcome here to Half-Ass Pod. I have a very special guest with us today. She is a content creator on OnlyFans. I found her on Twitter, and she is here today for an interview here on Half-Ass Pod. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ivette. Ivette, what's up, man?
Hey, thank you for having me here tonight.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So you're actually from Italy, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So we talked before a little bit before before we started recording about English and everything in terms of is English a second language? Like, is it like a more well-known language over there?
No, not really. Like Italians usually struggle with English.
Really?
Yes. They're kind of lazy. They're very attached to their own language and traditions. So there's a lot of people that knows English, but it's not like that well.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I brought you here because I found you. You were on OnlyFans. I found you through Twitter. That you run an OnlyFans account. So, if I do want to ask you before we start getting to the nitty gritty, if you could describe OnlyFans in one word, what would it be and why?
One word?
One word.
Money.
Ooh, okay. All right, and why?
To me, like OnlyFans, it's Instagram, but you're paying for it. Like you're paying someone for someone's time. Because as of right now, for me, I have a lot of followers on Instagram, but I can't like pay attention to every single one of them. So if you want a little bit of my time, my whatever you want, there's OnlyFans. You're paying, and I'm gonna be there for you, just for you. I'm giving you my time, my attention, because I feel like that's what, like, especially guys want from a creator.
Yeah.
And that's what they cannot get from porn.
It's like, them replying back and like the messaging pretty
Yes.
much. Do you
Yes.
get a lot of that traffic on your OnlyFans?
What do you mean?
Like through messages? Like, do they
Yes.
send you private messages a lot and on OnlyFans and like through the
Yes.
comments? I don't know. Does OnlyFans have comments too on like
Yes, they
posts?
have comments, you have lives,
Okay.
you have polls, you have everything.
So do you get you get a lot of traffic through all of it then? Like you get a lot of comments
Yes.
and DMs?
Not a lot of comments, but I would say messages.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure they vary, right? They're very different. But what's the most common message that you'll get through OnlyFans?
They want to see my pussy. They want to see me having sex. And like the main thing, whenever you go to my OnlyFans, it's like because I'm a very honest person. I don't want to be like scamming people. Like, like maybe they can think I do. No, it's like I don't do porn. I don't show my holes, but they still try. Of course, they still, that's the main thing. Like,
so now my question would be, what do you show on your OnlyFans? You show like tits and an ass and that's it, or?
I'm not showing my holes down there, but I do like full nudes. I'm showing my boobs, but I'm very like honest with people. Like I'm not showing my holes. I don't do porn. I recently started doing some little short videos and podcasts. I'm very sexual there, so I'm like if people have a question, I'll just reply with a video, and it's like a little series where I tell stories about like who I fuck in the past, like how many people.
What?
Yes. Not the names, but the story behind, because they want to know like details, and I'm very open about it. Like you're paying, like I'm gonna tell you the whole thing,
So all right. So you just said a lot right there. I have tons of questions just from what you just said. All right. So you said that they'll message you and say that, ask you questions about sex, right? So
yes.
okay. So
they open up to me, and
really?
I open up to them. Yes. And it's interesting because recently I've been talking to them, and there's a whole new world. I thought I knew about sex, but I'm learning. I keep learning.
Oh my God. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Are you like, or
I'm 25.
if you don't want to do
I'm 25.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So
I'm kind of old. I don't know.
Well, I'm 28, so I don't know what that's.
Okay.
But I do want to ask you though, because of what you just said just a moment ago. about how they'll message you and ask you stuff about sex, and then that's when you start giving your advice and stuff about past experience, which is a really cool thing. By the way, it's a pretty cool dynamic the way you just described it. But you show videos. So what exactly are you showing in those videos? Are you using like
Oh,
dildos or stuff like that? Are
no,
you
no,
like?
no, no, no. On the
Mhm,
series I was telling you, it's more like it's either I'm right here,
mhm.
just like we're doing it, and I'm just telling them the story, and then I'm being like very, with my hands, or
Oh, okay.
because I guess I'm good to like describe sex sometimes,
Hmm.
or it's just I'm doing like only the audio, and maybe I'll use
Okay.
like a sexy voice or stuff
So
like
kind of like
that.
asthma, or was it
Yes,
ASMR or whatever you
yes,
call
but
it?
now I'm talking, and they just love it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So
But
so
no,
now my next question would be,
yes.
what made you want to join OnlyFans?
Um, it was actually I was talking to a friend from the States, and he during COVID, during the lockdown here in Italy, it was crazy. Like
Hmm.
we were at home. It was like we were in prison for like 3 months, and then it happened again. It was crazy.
Are you guys
During the
back? Are you
first
guys back on lockdown, by the way, or no?
No, no, no.
Okay, so you guys
Hopefully
are all
we're
open
not.
now.
Yeah, we're open now. Trying to go back to normal life.
I
It's been
feel that.
crazy.
I feel
And
that.
I was talking to my friend in the state, and he like told me I've heard about OnlyFans before, but never really pay attention to it because I was like, it's the same thing, it's a scam. And then my friend started like talking to me. He was kind of like helping me, like motivating me, and I was like, okay, let me give it a try. So around May last year, I created an account, verified it, and left it
Hmm.
there. Just leave it there. Yeah.
Like the OnlyFans account?
Yeah, because I never
Okay.
post anything, never told
Mhm.
no one. It was just there, ready to start. And I don't know how. During the summer, because around that time, right after the lockdown, I started posting pictures of my butt on Instagram. Because before
Mhm.
that, I feel like I was another person. And that was because I was in a almost 7 years relationship. So I broke
Holy
up.
shit.
Yes, yes. And I feel like it was a whole changing for me, a transition. I became this new person. I was more confident about my body, about myself. So I started like showing, more, and I saw like
Mhm.
people's reaction, like, oh, like keep going,
Yeah.
And that was like, okay. And people start asking, hey, do you have an OnlyFans? Hey, you want to start one? And that's when I started like processing the thing, and
Mhm.
I was like, okay, let me try. I'm not gonna lie, my first pictures on OnlyFans, I was kind of shy. I was like
Mhm.
trying to look cute, but
Yeah.
and and it was crazy because without even telling no one, I got like
Mhm.
2 subscribers the first day I joined.
That's crazy.
Without like even just posting my picture, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I left it there for a little bit, and then I was like, okay, guys, hey, I'm on OnlyFans, and people start like subscribing. But it was,
Mhm.
like 10 people, like 11, 12. I was so happy about it because I started
That's
making
crazy.
like, I remember I made my first $200 in a month or two, and for me that was
Okay.
like, wow, you
And
know
you know what's funny? I'm glad you're honest too, because I've interviewed other people from OnlyFans, and you know what they say? They say, "Oh, I made
they
all this
lie.
money," and yeah, they're like, "I made all this money in the first month. I made all this money in the first week." Like I
No,
had one chick tell me she made like $1,000 in like 2 weeks or some shit,
it's
and I'm like,
possible to make
man,
it in like 2 days, but you have, I mean, now that I have a following,
mhm.
I I'm not gonna lie, I made that like in 3 days, 2 days. But now they have not in like whenever I start. No,
So how long have you had your OnlyFans at this point?
it's been a year. This September,
Okay.
it's been a year,
Well, I meant
and
okay. Okay. What I should ask is, how long have you been active on your OnlyFans?
okay. Since I start, I was posting, talking to people, but I was kind of shy. I was scared, and I started being active in January 2000 this year,
Okay.
2021. Yeah,
Okay.
and till May. Around May, I had like a moment where I was going through a lot of things in my life. From May, like no, that from June till like September, I disappear. Like
Really?
I was not having it because I felt like back in May, again, I was busy with work. I was busy with my personal life, dealing with the fuck boys. I had no motivation. I had no idea what to post. So I
Hmm.
feel like I spent the summer thinking, following creators, thinking about like watching a lot of TikTok because TikTok helped me a lot to grow on OnlyFans and Instagram. Like
Really?
TikTok,
How?
because I was making TikToks about like sexual, sexual, but not really.
Hmm.
And I had like videos going viral, and people for the first time ever, they start following me on Instagram. And as soon as they, like saw that I had OnlyFans, they start asking like sexual like questions. And my thing is that I reply, but in a way that you get it and you don't get it, because in
So
Italian
so
it's easy to play like with words, you know.
okay. So what are some of the questions that you get? Some of these sexual questions that you get? Like, are there people who are like, hey, I have a 2 inch dick and I can't, get my girlfriend to suck it or something? Like, what exactly are some of the questions that they ask?
Something you mean like they asked me for advice?
Hmm.
It's recently I got a question like, hey, do you think this guy and his girlfriend asked him for like a threesome with another guy, and
Oh.
he was like, he's been in a 6 years relationship because I asked him,
Hmm.
and he was like, hey, do you think my girlfriend, she's gonna like be weird about it? And I'm like, why? She asked you for that. She wants it. As long as you have like good communication, a good relationship. But I
Hmm.
was like, make sure it's a stranger, because whenever you are doing threesomes, it's better to like strangers. You never do that with your friends, close friends, people that you know, because it's gonna like fuck up the whole thing.
Oh, that's, I would assume that would be the result with seeing the other person naked. Um, So I do want to ask you, because you did mention earlier before that you had a 7 year relationship, then you had a little bit of a somewhat of a, at least an emotional dry spell, I should say, and
Yeah.
then you started hopping on OnlyFans. So I do want to ask you, because where does family fall into this? How does your family feel? Do they know about your
Okay.
whole OnlyFans?
Before I answered that question,
Hmm.
I don't even know how it happens that I start growing. As I was saying, like TikTok,
Hmm.
it's something, because to be honest, I was about to like stop or just keep posting just for the sake of posting.
Yeah.
But and it's been recently since that happened that like I had people follow me, people asking me. And when you have a following, you have people that it's interest, like that
Hmm.
motivates me to keep going.
And they're wondering
So
why you're not posting.
I'm
Yeah.
yeah, so now I'm like glad. I'm very thankful for what happened to me. So I kept going,
Always. You should be,
okay.
as you should
For
be.
Yeah, but sometimes I lose motivation easily. I get that because in the
Facts.
past, even with YouTube, I stopped doing YouTube because like
Mhm.
it's a whole story. Sorry.
Yeah,
I want to answer
we'll
to
get
you.
we'll get to YouTube here in a second, though. But
Okay,
yeah.
my family. I'm very open about it, and
Hmm.
a funny story. I think my dad, he knows, because
You
people
think?
don't mind. Don't I'm sure he knows. Wait, and I'm gonna tell you how I find out he knows. People, I have haters, of course, people that cannot send me, and people that knows me, my dad, and I'm sure someone was like, hey, I think someone told. I don't give a fuck, I don't care, because I'm my own person. I live on my own, like, I moved out when I was 22. I'm very independent, like I never asked them for money. So one day I went to Milan to visit them. I was kind of tipsy because I just got back from like I was drinking out with some friends. It wasn't even late. My grandma was there, my mom was there, and my dad was in the kitchen. And some friends were there too. As soon as I got there, I used to have on my background on my phone, like it was me almost naked. Like my butt was out there on my lock screen on my phone. I put it in the table, and usually I have the privacy screen so you can really see.
Oh
But I
yeah.
put it like in front of his face because I was kind of tipsy, like tipsy, tipsy. and he took my phone. He took my phone, and he's like, "Oh, so are you a porn star now?" And I didn't really react because I was tipsy, and I was like mind your business. And then he's like, "Hey, at least make sure they're paying you for those pictures." And I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry about it."
Damn, he said
And
that.
my mom was there. Like, I don't really think she like got the conversation with my
Mhm.
grandma either, because there was a lot of people in the kitchen. But that was the moment when I was like, okay, he knows, but he never mentioned, because I feel like my dad, um he just mind his business. I don't know how to say. Like, he's always been like that, like,
I feel you. I feel you. So what about mama?
And
What about her?
I came
Uh
from a very religious family. Like, I grew up going to church, if
I've
that
heard
makes
that. I've
sense.
heard it.
I never had freedom my whole life. So
Hmm.
after I broke up, I did. Like, I remember when after I broke up, my
Hmm.
family was like, "Oh, you have to go back together with him. Just you guys go back." And I told them why pretty much I left him, because he used to
Hmm.
be. It was a toxic relationship, because he
Hmm.
used to hit me, you know, like hurt
Hmm.
me
Yeah.
physically. And I was at the point that, they were like sad, because they're
Where
like,
you
"You
got to
should have
go.
told us." Yeah, because they were like, "You should have told us." And I'm like, "No, it's whatever." But after I broke up, yeah, like, I feel like both of my parents, they were worried about me, because I just felt free for the first time ever.
And well, and that's the thing too is some of the other OnlyFans content creators that I've interviewed, like I interviewed one. She was in a super duper Catholic family, and she was like, as soon as I fucking graduated college, I ran for the fucking I ran for the porn star life. Uh, and but I want to ask you though, how does Mama feel? How does
I
Mom
don't
feel
know if
about?
she knows. To be honest, I know my dad. I
Okay,
don't know if
so
I know my dad. So I'm sure if my mom doesn't know, he's not gonna tell her.
so
I
so
and
that's
I'm, I'm pretty sure she doesn't even know what OnlyFans is. My dad, he kind of gets it, but my mom,
yeah. Are your parents
yeah.
like older parents, or are they like in like
No, they're
middle
like,
aged
my
parents right
mom
now?
is 40, 47. My dad is
Mhm.
49.
Okay, so they're close to middle
I
age,
always
almost
had like
middle
a
age.
more open relationship with my dad. Like, I know I can
Hmm.
tell him like whatever.
I'm the same way. Yeah, yeah.
He's just
I did.
gonna
Dads,
accept it.
dads are just. They're like, hey, man, life is life. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. I'm just here to guide you when you need help. Moms are more like, what are you doing? Who's this? Who's that? You know what I mean? Like they want to know every fucking detail of every fucking thing, whenever they want to.
Yeah.
Some more than some more than others. But yeah, I totally understand. But that's a very tricky situation. What do you think your mom's reaction would be if she did know about it,
I mean, I'm not
and she
doing
and if she knew what
porn.
OnlyFans was? Mhm.
I'm not doing porn. That's the thing.
Mhm.
I feel like if I mean, probably it's kind of the same. But to be honest, I feel like my mom reaction would be like, "Oh, you're a sinner. You need Jesus or something like that," you know. But somehow, it's like, I'm trying to make a better life for me. I do have a job.
Mhm.
I mean, OnlyFans, it's like another job, but I do work.
Yeah.
I just got back from work. Um, I I was fine, but I feel like
Without
I
without
want
without
to.
without giving details, what do you do?
Oh, I work as a shop assistant. I work in a big store. I don't know if you ever heard
Okay.
Italy, the Italy
Oh,
store.
mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So they
is
have
it is it like a
restaurants.
clothes store or is it like a?
No, it's like a mall or restaurant, grocery
Oh,
store.
okay.
But where I work, it's a little bit different, because it's like a whole thing, another thing.
There's no like stripper
And
poles there, right?
no, I do a completely like regular job,
No,
and
I'm just messing.
no,
Um,
it's okay.
so in terms of OnlyFans, I do want to know how many subs or what do you call them, subs or followers on OnlyFans?
Um, Subscribers, people that,
Subscribers? How many
yes,
subscribers do you have on OnlyFans?
as right now it's 160.
Whoa! So yeah,
It's not a lot.
you're probably how much do you charge?
For my OnlyFans, $14.
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. You got what 100 something, and then you charge 14. That's not bad. So I mean, I'm sure OnlyFans gets their cut, obviously, before
You get
before they give it to you.
20% off. And on top of that, I'm paying
That's
tax
more than a
to
manager.
Italy. Huh?
You say what? You're paying taxes to
No,
Italy
and
too?
yes, it's like more. I mean, this year, like for 2020, it wasn't that bad. But I know for next year, it's gonna be
Oh
more than
man.
what I just paid.
Oh man, that's
And
gonna be
it's
bad.
because I do have my job, and the extra money I made on it, you pay like taxes on that too.
Okay.
I mean, it's still good money. I'm not gonna lie,
Mhm.
but they take a lot of money. Like,
Per I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. So, what's the craziest thing that you've done on OnlyFans?
the craziest things, I feel like I haven't done nothing crazy.
You haven't done anything super crazy yet? Yet.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I can say it.
You can say it here. This is half-ass pod. You can say whatever you want here. Trust me.
Okay.
I've heard some of the craziest stuff here, so it's okay.
I mean, it's not crazy because again, uh, no. Wait, let me think. Let's just say sorry.
Oh, you
But
already
no,
let a little bit of the cat in the bag already. You might as well say the rest.
Let's just say I show a screenshot of something, but just a little bit, not too much. And it wasn't me naked or nothing. It was me doing something, but that's it.
It
and
wasn't.
I made money. What?
It wasn't poop. It wasn't shitting on the floor, was it?
No.
Okay. Because I heard the last person I interviewed on, I think it was, actually no, the first person I interviewed on OnlyFans, they said that the most embarrassing thing that they've done is they took a shit on the floor for a subscriber on OnlyFans. And I was like, bro, you better have gotten paid top dollar for something like that, because that is disgusting. So like I said, I've heard some of the craziest shit when it comes to.
Oh wait, someone asked me to do a video burping, but it was around the time I disappeared, so I still want to do like a video. Yeah, they asked me that on TikTok too. Like, can you burp? Like okay.
Wait. So is that like a fetish now?
Yes.
Burping?
Yes. There's people that.
I just found out years ago that there was a fart fetish. But like,
okay, no, never.
You never heard of that?
No.
That one's more common than the burp one.
There's like a fetish for like to girls turning on cars, like old cars. There's people that pay a lot of money to you to just go in an old car and just try to like turn it on, but it will never like turn on like and go. Or like
do they like wear something?
No, like
wearing anything, or
you can wear like, you don't have to be naked. Absolutely, as long as you're just like trying to turn on the old car.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a fetish over there in Italy, or is that like everywhere?
I don't know, because I found out about it because this guy contacted me, and at first I thought it was like something crazy. I thought I was going to die, but he reached out to me in a like very formal way, like mails, contract, and everything. And he's like, "I'm gonna pay you 300 euros, which is a lot of money, 300 euros. And you decide your outfit, you decide whatever, your makeup, and all you have to do is just turn on the car." And that's all I did. And he paid me for doing that.
Wow.
He had like 5 or 6 cameras all around me. And all I had to do is just walk, like open the car, go in. And it has to be like a certain type of car, old Italian car, or motorcycle.
That is nuts. Did you
the guy
feel weird doing it, or
No, at first,
or
yes.
the only thing that was on your mind was that money?
No. When I do things, yes, there's the money, but I would never do something. Oh, just I'm gonna do it. I like to try to understand and do things right. You know,
Yeah.
even with my OnlyFans, the reason why I left it was because I wasn't like into it. Because whenever I take a picture or do a video, I want to be like into it, like excited to tell someone about it. You know,
Yeah. I
like
feel that.
I'm not gonna take a picture even if like I can be sick, but if I'm into it, I'm gonna do it. I could be like good and everything and bored and oh, I'm gonna do it just because he asked. No, I have to be in the moment.
So in terms of the future of your OnlyFans,
Yes.
would you ever consider? Obviously, this is not like me personally asked, but would you
Mhm.
ever consider doing sex on your OnlyFans?
Like I said, as right now, no, but never say never.
What would it
Like
take
I'm
for you
making I'm
for you?
making money. Wait, I'm
Mhm.
making money without showing my holes.
That's a hustle.
And you
That's a
know
hustle.
what? There's a lot of girls showing they're down there, but I feel like if you give away your holes, you kind of lose something. And I've got compliments from guys. Hey, like you're sexy in a way that you're not like that, like you know, showing your holes, but you're still, like I still make people come. So
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure all
um,
you would have to do is like take pictures of your feet, and you'll at least get half of your
I
subscribers
still haven't find.
would know.
Just one guy asked me for a picture of my feet. Like I'm waiting for a moment people ask me for my feet. No, not happening.
So where did all of this? Where did these subscribers come from? Did it generate through Instagram? Your 100 subscribers, or did it
Instagram
generate
and
through?
TikTok.
Okay. Oh, that's right. TikTok.
Now
Okay.
I'm trying to reach out more people, maybe from because I speak Spanish, English, and Italian. So I'm trying to reach to everyone because I have people
Holy
that speak
shit.
Spanish on my OnlyFans and subscribers that are like English and Americans. Yes, because actually I was born in Ecuador. I moved. My parents took me here when I was 7 years old, and that's how. Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow. Is
I'm a
uh is
Latina.
is Italy awesome to live at?
Italy is all I know.
That's
Because
that's how I feel over here. America's all I know. I don't know any other countries, so it's like,
yeah,
yeah. At one point in time, I wanted to be a traveling man. I still do, but who knows with everything going around now. But I do want to ask you in terms of OnlyFans, how long do you plan on doing OnlyFans? What's the long term goal when it comes to OnlyFans?
I feel like I'm starting right now, and I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't do it before.
Really? And this is
Yes,
coming off of your break that you just had, that you came back, what, a month ago? Less than a
yes,
month ago?
yes, yes. Like I wish I
Dang, that's
never
crazy.
stopped. I wish I kept motivating. Um, and also, when you join OnlyFans, you gotta be ready to lose people because people will start judging you. People like close friends that you thought like they were like your sisters. They're gonna like
Mhm.
stab you in your back. Like
So
whenever
obviously, only tell as much as you feel comfortable telling. But what do you mean by that? What happened with you? Who did you lose?
I had friends that like when you have like your bestie, like you talk to them every day for like a whole year,
Facts.
or it's a relationship,
Your
that
day
you
ones,
consider
yeah.
them, yeah, you consider them like your sister, brother, and then whenever like they're angry at you, they start saying things like really mean things that you would never
Mhm.
expect them to say, or people just acting different all of a sudden. They got
How
whatever they wanted to, and yeah.
how how did it affect you? Like were you just like, hey, you already knew the name of the game? Like you were like, hey, look, I I'm losing people right now, but you know what? I'm also making a better living for myself. I'm also getting, you know what I mean? Or
Yes,
did you have that
yes,
mindset, or at first were you like,
yes.
holy fuck, I'm losing people? Like, holy fuck, this is happening to me. You know?
I knew it was coming. I was mentally prepared. I feel like my whole life, since I grew up, my parents move a lot because they didn't have the job, so we have to like go wherever they find a job. Being immigrants in Italy, it's not easy at first. Like the only reason we got papers in Italy, it's really hard to get papers. It was because my little brother was born here. That's why I have papers right
Okay.
now. And it's crazy because I still don't have my Italian citizenship. And I've been living here for like 17 years, 18 years.
That's crazy.
Like my brother, my dad, they have, and my mother, they are Italian
Mhm.
right now. Now I'm the one like left out. I'm in the process. If you pay, of course they're gonna like give you like soon and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
you have to get to be Italian. You have to stay here at least for 10 years, and after
Ooh,
that you have to wait 4 more years to get your papers, your
that
passport.
is that's a long ass time. That's a
Yes,
long ass process
yes,
too.
yes, 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 yes.
Jesus Christ. So so
So
so what about your goals with OnlyFans? Like what's the long
I'm
term
not gonna
goal?
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to make money, but I don't want to like be stupid. And because again, I'm gonna be honest. At first, I got excited, and with the little money I was making, I was like uh, shopping and buying stupid things. But I learned my lesson because then I start to struggle with money, and it was like
Mhm.
you need to like change that, like stop buying stupid things that are like useless. And for sure I want to make money, invest. Hopefully, like my goal is to buy an apartment. I don't know, that's my
That's a
goal
good
for the
goal.
near future.
It's a good goal.
And just have like my savings and make money and make people come and you know laugh.
So all right. So you mentioned to me before we started recording that you have a boyfriend.
Yes.
Does he
Oh,
know
that,
about the OnlyFans?
of course. It's crazy because like I was single on Tinder, and Tinder was not Tinder. My OnlyFans was the main thing, the main topic about me. Like they were fucking with me
Really?
probably because they thought like I was a whore. And whenever I tried to have something serious, they never took me serious. And they were like very like kind of jealous, or they have like, oh, why you have two accounts? Because I have a private account where I have on Instagram where I have my closest friend. So I was following
Mhm.
them on that account and not on the public one. And they were like, oh, you should follow me on the public account. Oh, you should do this. Oh, are you fucking with those people? Because a lot of people think that you're an OnlyFans and you're fucking with subscribers. No, it's not like that. Like if you want
Mhm.
to do that, you do that. But I'm not doing that. With my boyfriend, I feel like he never really focused on that at first because when we start like talking a lot, I even forgot about my OnlyFans, like to be honest. But recently, after we start dating, I had talked to
And
him.
that was
Like
this is during your
we
break, right?
talk.
Your break from OnlyFans?
Yes, I oh wait, because there's like another reason why I started my OnlyFans. I told him why the real reason. And he was like, he's very supportive. He's like the best boyfriend I've ever had in my entire life. Because he's like, that is your own business. As soon as you be honest, tell me what you do. Hey, it's money. Like it's a job, you know?
So he never asked you like what kind of content you have on your OnlyFans or
Yeah,
anything
he
like that?
knows. I'm showing like
Oh, okay.
we're very open. Like, you know? No, yeah,
Okay.
he knows
Because when you
everything.
said that, I got kind of concerned. I was like, oh, so he just doesn't give us like, does he know what you're
No,
posting? You know,
of course,
at
no,
least he knows
of
what you're
course. He
posting.
asked me, and I told him, and he's allowed to see or ask me whatever.
So
Like
so your
I'm
so
not
your
hiding.
goal in OnlyFans is to make money. Like that's your long
Yes,
term goal. Is just to make money.
yes, and I'm not gonna lie. I like being in front of a camera. I like taking pictures. So if it's taking me somewhere, you know what's crazy that I've been thinking about making a podcast where I talk about sex topics. You know,
You
something that can
should.
help other girls. I don't even like one time I remember I tried and I just had no idea because I'm used to YouTube. Like podcast, I feel like it's a little bit
Mhm.
different. So I had no idea where to start and I gave up. I was like, I had like 2 episodes already. I was like, I don't know how to edit. I don't know this. I tried to upload on Spotify or Anchor and it didn't work. So I was like,
Yeah, it's tough. It's very being someone who's been on YouTube for over 2 years, uploading and getting better at editing and stuff like that. Like it
Hmm.
is definitely like a job in itself. It really is. Like it takes
Yeah.
hours on end to like have your finished product. But once it's done and it's out there and people actually watch it or listen to it, you get that gratification. You're like, oh man, this feels so nice because it's actually
Hmm.
all your hard work's put out there.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel on OnlyFans? Like, how hard is it for you to make content for OnlyFans from your pictures? Because I'm sure you're like sitting there taking pictures and you have to do reshoots or whatever. But are you doing with your
Yeah.
phone?
It's
Is it like
hard.
with the professional
People
camera? You got the ring
people
light stuff?
Yes, people think, I mean, I already made the investment when I started YouTube. So I have my cameras that I'm not really using because right now with your phone, with your iPhone, you can do everything. People think it's easy. Oh, you take a picture, you do this. And no, it's like, again, you do things, you have to do it right. So whenever I have to do like a photo shoot, I do it by myself because I had a bad experience with a photographer. With a photographer one time, he tried to have sex with me. I thought he was being serious, but no, he wasn't. So I take pictures by myself. So I have to, it takes me like 5 hours to do the whole thing. Getting ready, choose the outfits, buy the outfits. I have to like film on my phone and on my camera. Took the pictures only with my camera and then do it like a story for all my social medias. It takes time, but I like it. So I don't really complain about it.
So you mentioned earlier you feel very comfortable with your body too. So like,
Yes.
would you ever get any work done? Would you ever get like a boob job or a butt, ass job or anything like that?
Let's say that last year I was doing good because I was going to the gym. Like I was like, like very motivated, and my
Yeah.
body was like, I can't wait. I was eating right. I got COVID during this summer, and I
Hmm.
lost weight. I mean, I'm lucky that I have good genetics, so my body
Hmm.
is still there. But whenever, like,
You are
even with my
you are Latina, so you're bound to have you're bound to have a
yeah,
good body.
so whenever like I'm looking like girls with my boyfriend, like, hey, I wish I had the ass. He's always like so nice. He's like, oh, you don't need nothing. I would do something. Not my boobs. I will. I think I do. I will do like a BBL or something.
What's
But
that?
a BBL that you get like your butt like more,
Like firm, like
yeah,
pushed up,
with
firm.
surgery. Even
Okay.
though you can get that like working out. So it just, I don't know, but it's definitely like I would do that.
Taking the short route, huh? Taking the short route.
No, but I'm going back to the gym right now. I'm just like trying to figure out life. But yeah.
So when I'm just asking like random questions about
Mhm.
just stuff you're telling me, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in terms of the gym, when you go to the gym, what do you do? Are you focusing on just like butt, or
Yes,
legs, or are you doing every
yes. It's legs and
cardio?
glutes. But
Okay.
I have, because I bought from this guy. It's called Boutiquing. Because I was at first, I don't really trust these people on the internet telling you, oh, you're gonna get a big butt in a month or two. I don't know what happened. I was like, okay, I'm gonna trust this guy. So I bought his schedule for workouts, and I saw results after a month of
Really?
working out, doing like what he was saying.
And this is from the guy named Booty
Yes, Booty
Queen.
King. He's famous.
Hmm.
He's from Los Angeles, and so I have everything I need. I don't really need to go on surgery, but you never know.
So no big butts from Ivette. Yeah, is what we're saying. No big fake butts from Ivette, at least. so now I'm going to ask you about your YouTube because you mentioned your
Mhm.
YouTube earlier about your YouTube channel. So now I want to ask, what content do you post on your YouTube? Because you got your OnlyFans, you got your Instagram, you got your TikTok. I don't know if you post anywhere else, but you also have your YouTube channel, which you said you have how many subscribers?
I have 24,000 subscribers. It was
Shit.
26. I just lost, like, because I stopped posting. I
Mhm.
started on YouTube back in the 2013.
Damn, it's almost 10 years.
Yes. And I
Oh
remember
shit.
back then I wanted to, like, I saw all these American YouTubers. I was like, I want to be like them. I want to do something. And I remember my first channel was in English, but I got like people hating me for like, oh, you don't, because I was back in high school. My English was good. Right now,
Hmm.
I feel like my English is really good because I've dated like American guys, and my boyfriend is American, so I get to speak English more. But back in the day, my English was okay. It wasn't that bad, but it was, from high school. I had haters telling me, "Oh, your English sucks. Stop speaking English,"
That's
and I
crazy that
stopped
people
it.
say that.
Yeah,
You shouldn't let them. You shouldn't let them stop you from
I
doing that.
know, I know. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do videos in Italian. And one day I was like, I've never seen any YouTuber explaining how to put a tampon. In Italy, in back in 2013, no one was talking about period like that. I post my video. No, it wasn't my first, but it was like how to put a tampon. And I really hope like it was gonna get like at least a million views. I didn't get that from that video, but I get that from all of the videos, even more than that.
Oh, a cumulative, right?
Yes,
Views.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Wow. So you got over a million
And
cumulative views.
after that, like I thought people was interested, but at least there were some haters. So I kept
I mean,
going, made another video. I never really been consistent, and I think that was my biggest problem. Like I was okay, I'm doing it. I did that, then I stopped. But then I had my moment on YouTube when I started like growing from like 10,000, I went to 20,000. And around the time I was growing, YouTube came out with the ban from content. Oh, if you're doing explicit content, because I was showing blood on my videos,
mhm.
they started like cutting my views. So that's when I was like, okay, fine, you know.
So what exactly do you show in your video? Like, what, do you just do all different kinds of videos, or?
It was like all about a period, like how to put
Oh, okay.
a pad, how to put a tampon, what you should
And
have,
and this
like
is
life
through all the
hacks.
years.
Yes, the more I was growing, the more I was learning things. And when I find out about the menstrual cup, I was being real. So I was like showing the cup with the blood, and
You got. I've interviewed a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but I've interviewed a handful of people from OnlyFans. You are fucking crazy.
I hope in a good way.
Well, yeah. I mean, not like in a terrible way or anything like that. But man, I've never heard of that. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, you're doing something good. Obviously, the views came over there because, and your subscribers came over there
Yes.
because nobody else is doing that kind of stuff.
No.
Um,
But you know what? Italy is a great country. I love this country. Great food. Like to me, it's best food ever. Like
what's the best
architecture,
food in Italy?
story.
I always think, obviously, the stereotypical stuff like
We don't
pizza,
have
lasagna.
no, we don't have Alfredo fettuccine. We don't have my boyfriend favorites chicken and broccoli pizza. We don't have pineapple pizza. Forget about that.
You
We
guys don't put
don't.
pineapple on your pizza?
No, no, we don't do that. They do that close to the American bases here in Italy. They will do that there, but not like in other parts of Italy. Um, Italy, back in the day when I was talking about period, was still like how this close mind,
Mm,
and
closed-minded
that's
country.
one of the things that I kind of don't like about this country.
So
People judging, people too, it's too close.
not minding their own business.
Yeah, that too.
So in terms of your goals, not just like OnlyFans or YouTube, but like in terms of life, what are your goals in life? Do you plan on having a family someday? Do you plan on, if you have
Yes,
kids, do you plan on telling them about your OnlyFans? Like, is that something that you would like kind of keep away from them till a certain age, or is it because we all know that you've had OnlyFans for what, a year or so now? It's going to be on there forever. It's on the internet forever.
I
Someone,
know.
I'm sure you got over 100 something subscribers. I'm sure one of those guys are saving your pictures. So like at least
Of
one,
course,
if
of
not like
course.
50 or something. So in terms of future, what's the future looking like? I mean, obviously we won't know what the future's looking like, but what are your goals for the future?
My
And looking back
goal
on your OnlyFans,
is,
what's it going to be like?
uh, of course, I do want to have a family. Um, I never really thought about like I've thought about having kids, but regarding to my OnlyFans, I guess I'll explain to my kids why I did that. Because at the end of the day, if I'm doing that, it's because I do want to have a family and I want to make sure my kids have whatever they need. I don't want them
Facts.
to ever be struggling. Like, not that I struggle. I mean, I did. I'm lucky. My parents always gave me what they could, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, I want to be able to go on vacation without worrying about, oh, we cannot afford that. Oh, we cannot do that. I want to be able to
Facts.
create memories like my dad did, create videos, you know.
Yep.
And if I ever come to the point I have to tell them, oh, like, or they ask me questions, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like if you talk to someone and explain them, it's better
And just
than
be up
hide
front
things.
first.
Yeah, because if you're hiding something, it's because I feel like it's because you're kind of ashamed. And me and my OnlyFans, I'm very open. If people ask, and when people find out, I feel that feel weird for me when I don't feel weird. They're like,
Which
"Oh,
is crazy, right?
you're sell." Yes, they're like, "Oh, you're selling yourself." I'm making
not,
money,
not just out. I mean, people have to realize though, there's a lot of people on OnlyFans now. You got
and there's
people's
people
moms
that
and
you have
grandmas
no
and
idea.
aunties and shit.
Yes, yes, and just I something probably I hate. It's that there's a lot of people that it's on there, but they're hiding. So you don't know they're on there, but they are there. And you would probably be like, oh, that girl, she's a good girl, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, that kind of stuff it gets kind of wonky. It gets kind of cloudy when people start looking at OnlyFans and edit, especially in like the grand scheme of things. And speaking of the grand scheme of things, I do want to ask you because there were a few months ago where OnlyFans came out with this mass message saying that hey,
The
no more.
haters start
Yep.
like coming at me.
What did anybody contact you personally? Like to contact you once that message came out, and I wouldn't say necessarily attacked you, but kind of made you like, hey,
No,
just whole OnlyFans is
yeah,
coming out. What are you gonna do, Yvette? You know,
no. I just saw like stories on Instagram, people making fun. Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh, you should go find a job. And I was like, I already have a job. I'm not worried about it, and I'm not doing porn, so I'm fine. And then OnlyFans, like 5 days later, they're like, "Oh no,
literally,
things are staying." I'm sure they did it because they wanted to like, how do you say, publicity?
probably, probably. I did a
And
couple feels about that, but
I heard that a lot of like famous people delete their account, and people were like, "I'm gonna create my own account if OnlyFans is disappearing." There's Fansly, my fans on. There's a lot of
many
other platforms,
vids,
so
avian
you know.
stars, yeah. That always on out because a lot of people that I've interviewed, they've done that as well. Like they have so many freaking platforms. That's why I asked you earlier if you had any other platforms in terms of
I'm on
OnlyFans stuff.
Fansly, but I
Because
haven't really posted
okay,
because I'm starting to like learn about it
hmm
because I'm just thinking of like trying to post other things there, you know, because I saw that it's a little bit different. That's why. But I'm still like trying to figure it out.
I feel that. I feel that. Look, you are a hustler. That's the one thing that I've gotten from this interview is that you don't stop going. Whatever you're doing, you're continuing to go. You're continuing to grow as well. And you're doing your thing on OnlyFans. I cannot hate on that at all. At all. Now, if there's anything you want to say about not just about only the people watching this video, now is your chance if you have anything to say to the people in terms of that go to subscribe to your OnlyFans or whatever your handles are, anything. Any word of advice to people, anything.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'm cute. Other than that, I just wanted to say, like, just like it's crazy because whenever I heard someone saying that, I never really believe. But do what you're good at. Like, do something that you enjoy doing it, and then you will like realize. Sorry, because wait, what happened to me is that I always been like very open talking about dick and sex,
Mhm.
like in a funny way. Like even when
Yeah.
I'm with my friends, I'm like, oh, you got the dick. Oh, I see you look different, or stuff like that. Yes, my friend recently, she was virgin, and I was like, I see the difference. You
Oh
got the
my god.
dick.
Oh my
That's how I
gosh.
am.
What?
And I feel like I did a TikTok when I was like joking about it. Like I was like hopeless. I was like, okay, I'm just doing this TikTok, even if like one or two people it's gonna watch it. I don't give a fuck. They went viral. Not like that big, but they're still like
Yeah.
growing a lot. So I feel like that was one of the moments when I was like, I enjoy talking about that. I have no problem. And TikTok actually banned me 3 accounts. I'm on my 4 account, and I'm not stopping because I had people reporting my videos, hating me, and I lost like an account that has like 12,000 followers, another that has 1,000, another that had like 8,000.
Bruh.
And now in a
Yes.
week, I made an account and I already have like 1,000 followers, and 2 videos they kind of went viral, just a little bit, not that much.
Like I said, nothing is stopping you.
No, I'm
Nothing
not
is
stopping.
stopping you at all. What's the
I
before?
already stopped.
Hmm?
I stopped so many times. I was like I don't know, I was being stupid, like complaining. Right now, I'm just gonna keep going.
What's the craziest before we get out of here? I want to ask, what's the craziest sex story that you have?
Crazy sex story,
Like
but
did you have you ever
I
have you ever like fucked 3 guys at once or something like that?
no,
Or
allora. Sorry, the allora came out.
what is a low
Allora,
what's
it's
that?
like, okay, it's an Italian way to say, okay, let's start saying it, something like that.
Oh, okay. So
Because I get excited, like happy about telling you. I almost did a threesome, but I mean, kissing a girl is nice, but down there, I'm not. I was like, so not really. I got like proposed. Hey, do you wanna? I was like, no. It just came instinctive. Sorry, how do you
I'm
say
dead.
it?
It's
Ins,
insecure?
no, instinct. I don't know how to say the word.
Where you
Instinct. Um,
instigate?
no,
Instincts?
istintivamente. When you
Is that
like you say
to
something because you
insist?
felt. No, I don't know how to say the word. Sorry about that.
You're good. You're
But yeah,
good.
they asked me, and for me, it was like I know. So no, never done a threesome. A crazy story is that probably I was in a room full of basketball players, but nothing happened.
That's the craziest story you have?
Wait, then I went out with the guy I was with, and I start giving him a head. That's probably one of
In
the
the same
craziest.
room as the basketball
No, I
players.
went outside, but it was like a really, really small room. So I went outside of the apartment,
And so
and
you gave your boyfriend head outside of the
no, it
apartment.
wasn't my boyfriend. It was just like a one night stand.
Oh, and your boyfriend was in the building.
No, I was single back in the time. It's not right now. It's in the
Oh.
past.
Okay, so you're crazy. All right, so I'm just trying to clear. So your craziest story you have is you gave head outside of an apartment building.
Yes, and but it was like very close to the apartment. It was just when you go
Oh, okay,
out,
okay.
and there was like
Dang.
windows, so I'm sure someone saw us.
Somebody probably would have saw. Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Damn. Dang.
that's
So
crazy.
wow. So you're a freak then. Like when you get down, you get down.
Eh.
I'm dead. Last question I do have is, yeah, so because you mentioned there's an American, like there's more like an American centric part of Italy, where you're from, correct? Where there's more Americans that kind of go there, more like a
Oh no,
visitation, like tourist.
around Italy, there are military bases. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know there's a military base. I didn't know if so
There's
that's where you meet. So
the
that's where you meet a lot of the Americans then.
I had no idea that because I at first when I was on Tinder, I thought only tourists would come. But then like one day, I don't know how, I find out there were like a military guy, and then I find out about like the whole world about the military guys, because I don't know if you know, but they have a bad reputation here in Italy. And I to me it's crazy because I never thought I was ended up like dating an military guy.
American dudes.
Yeah, because I
That's
was like,
crazy.
because I had
That's
crazy stories with them. Like
Mhm.
some guys are here to lie. They're being weird, sneaky. Oh, there a lot of them are trying to find a wife. So they're
Yeah,
trying
well,
to
yeah,
fall in love.
that's everywhere. That's because I 4 years in the army in North Carolina,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's because I've heard some stories. I haven't heard any stories about Italy per se on the
No,
military
in
base there,
Italy,
but
I
I
have a
have
ton
heard
of them.
I have heard the stories from Germany. I've heard a lot of stories about Korea, and stuff like that, but not Italy yet. I haven't heard anything about Italy yet, but
No, in Italy, what they try to do it's get to marry someone so they can live. They can get a house,
mhm.
so they're not living in base, and they're trying to get girls pregnant, or Italian
Yep,
girls trying to get pregnant because they want like the green card or
American.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So the same thing as Germany and Korea, pretty much.
Yeah, like I had guys like, oh, because I was like honest. I was like, hey, I don't want your passport, American passport. I don't want your green card. The only thing I want is my Italian passport. And I remember this guy was like, no, but I want you to have the green card. And I'm like, I don't want that. Like, it's like the heck,
TLC once said, "I don't want your number, no. I don't want to give you my name, no."
No.
Anyways, uh, but anyways, Ivette, it was a pleasure having you on here to talk about your experience with OnlyFans, to talk about everything under the sun. You're an amazing guest to have here on here, and I totally want to have you on here again to talk about some more stuff, especially about some of that
Yeah,
sex
for
stuff. I'm sure you got
sure.
some weird, crazy, outrageous stuff to talk about when it comes to sex. So I would love to have you back on here at some point.
Yeah, me
But
too.
ladies
Thank you
and
so.
gentlemen, yeah, no
Can I say
problem.
something? Thank you so
Yeah, you
much
good.
for having me here. I just wanted to say that there's like a lot of things that I've never told anyone, not even to my boyfriend. You were the first one because you asked me.
Thank you.
So I'll be more than happy to be here another time and talk with you.
If you ask, you
Yes.
shall receive. But yes, thank you, Yvette, for
Thank
coming on
you.
here. I really do appreciate it for taking your time out to do this. But yes, make sure you guys hit that like, that subscribe. Make sure you guys head over to Yvette's page on OnlyFans, on her Twitter, her TikTok, and her Instagram, and any other social media websites that she's on as well. Yvette, again, thank you for joining me. And ladies and gentlemen, I am me. This is Half-Ass Pod, and we are OU.